सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ Naishkarmya Siddhi Chapter 3 Page number 146 Verse number 118 Idam chedanrutam bruyat satyamabhagatavapi न चान्यत्रापि विश्वासः ह्यवगत्य विशेषतः In Advaita Vedanta, Mahavakya alone gives Atma Jnanam is the declaration like. It is a declaration in Advaita Vedanta. Tattvamasi Mahavakya alone can give knowledge that is pramanam. Tattvamasi is a pramanam. Pramanam means a means of knowledge. What type of knowledge? Aham Brahma Asmi knowledge. I am Brahman. When Guru says you are that, that happens to be Sat, Sadeva Soumya. That Sat alone is used as Tat in the Mahavakya. That Sat you are. Guru says the student has to convert into Aham Brahma Asmi. That Sat Chit Ananda Swarupam Brahma Aham Asmi. This is the final knowledge. But Purvapakshi says this is Samanya Jnanam. Mahavakya gives Samanya Jnanam. You have to get Vishesha Jnanam. Samanya Jnanam is not an Aparoksha Jnanam. It is not a direct knowledge. You cannot get liberation by Aham Brahmasmi Jnanam. After this Jnanam, you have to get some Vishesha Jnanam according to Prasankhyanā Vādi. You have to get Vishesha Jnanam just as in Yoga Shastra, one of the important sutra is Ritambhara Tatra Prajna. I introduced this sutra in the last class. Tatra means in Samadhi, when you go to deep Samadhi, Nirvikalpaka Samadhi, Ritambhara, the truth is the Jnanam, that is the knowledge. Ritambhara means truth. Prajna means knowledge. That is the knowledge, truthful knowledge, they say in Yoga Shastra. What finally they have reached, I said, Dvaitam only they have arrived at. Jivatma is different from Paramatma. Jivatma can never be one with Paramatma. So Dvaita Jnanam only they have arrived at. In spite of this deep Samadhi and all. You, the Purvapakshi, also here talking about Prasankhyanam, the meditation practice. Meditation practice after Mahavakya Jnanam is called Vishesha Jnanam. That meditation practice produce Vishesha Jnanam, then you will get liberation. Sureshwaracharya says nothing doing. We don't require any meditation. In spite of understanding, you are very, very, that means Sureshwaracharya asking him, Satyam avagatau api, even though you have understood the truth, you want to get anubhava. Anubhava is the one of the main drawback of many philosophers. Anubhava, sakshatkara is called anubhava according to them. You have to experience it. This is the one of the most blunder, we can say, or a big mistake is in practice by many scholars also. Similarly, this here, Prasankhyanavadi was arguing from the beginning, I have got Aham Brahmasmi Jnanam, but Anubhava has not come because Aham Brahma is Dukkha Rahitaha, Shastra says, but my Anubhava is Dukkha Sahitam. I have Dukkha. I am not seeing any that pure existence, consciousness, free from birth, death, sorrow. All these I am not able to have experience. That experience I am not having. Still my sorrow is continuing. Therefore, I recommend meditation. For that, Sureshwaracharya or Advaita Acharyas argue that dukkha belongs to the mind is nothing to do with knowledge. Aham Brahmasmi Jnana Anantaram Api. Even after claiming that Aham Brahma, I am Brahman, your mental, emotional upsets, upheavals continues. They will continue. Even Bhagavan Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, Jnanavanapinar. Even Jnani also has to face that upheavals of the mind, but he has falsified the mind. They will not disturb him. Mithyatva Nischayam he has done. So in Jnani's mind also, a lot of karuna, lot of up and downs will be there in the mind. This point they are not noting because mind belongs to Vyavaharika Satyam, lower order of reality. We are talking about Brahman is Paramarthika Satyam. You are mixing up and messing up Paramarthika Brahma and Sakshi Chaitanyam and Vyavaharika mind. You are collaborating or corroborating and confusing yourself. That is what idam ched anrutam bruyat. If Shastra talks about anrutam, in spite of that you are understanding satyam avagatau api. In spite of right understanding, still you are not able to happily accept that pramanam is the final. Mahavakya pramanam is the final. In spite of getting jnanam, suppose you are telling, Chet, suppose this Shastra Pramanam is talking Anrutam because I am a Dukkha Swarupam, Shastra is telling I am a Sukha Swarupam, it is contradicting to my Anubhava, Shastra is telling lies, Anrutam Bruyat Idam Mahavakyam iti Chet. Then meditation gives Vishesha Jnanam, you are telling. Sureshwaracharya is challenging now, second line. If you say Pramanam is not giving right knowledge, truthful knowledge, final knowledge, still you are blaming the Mahavakya. In spite of getting knowledge, That knowledge you are not accepting it as knowledge. That knowledge you are not accepting as final, and you are waiting for anubhava. Then tatra api anyatra api na vishwasaha. How can you have vishwasa in that another jnanam, in that visesha jnanam, born out of prasankhyanam? After meditation, you will get visesha jnanam, aparoksha jnanam. You are telling, what is the guarantee? What is the guarantee that jnanam is final jnanam? Avagatihi avisheshataha. In last class, one student asked me, what is this avagatihi, Swamini? Avagatihi means jnanam. Gatyarthaka dhatunam jnanardhakatvat. Gam dhatu. Ava is upasarga. Avagatihi means knowledge. Jnanam. Avagatihi avisheshataha. That knowledge is also, any knowledge is a pramanam. Your meditation is a pramanam for you, for Visesha Jnanam. My Mahavakya is pramanam for my Aparoksha Jnanam. You are rejecting it. Then what is the guarantee you rely upon that pramanam through which you get knowledge? Prasankhyanam pramana dvara. Meditation dvara, you are thinking it is a pramanam. Even though it is not a pramanam, means of knowledge. Meditation is not a means of knowledge. But you, the prasankhyanavadi, justifying yourself that meditation is a pramanam for you. Okay, abhyupetyavada. Suppositional argument. Even if you get that knowledge through meditation, how far it is reliable? Same knowledge only. Knowledge is knowledge. Any pramanam gives knowledge only. So, avagatihi avisheshataha. Ava plus gam dhatu. Avagatihi. Knowledge. Knowledge by gam dhatu. Gam means to go. Gacchati iti. Gatihi. But why jnanardhakatvat means Panini Sutra is there. Gatyarthaka dhatunam. Gati means gam dhatu, gatyarthakam. Going meaning dhatu, jnanardhakatvat. It has got another meaning of jnanam. In that sense, here Sureshwaracharya using avagatihi jnanam abhiseshataha. That means because that is also another knowledge only. What meditation knowledge? Visesha jnanam rutambhara tatra prajna. This knowledge is derived through this pramanam, meditation pramanam. If it is not reliable, my pramanam is not reliable, my Tattvamasi Mahavakya Pramanam is not reliable, you want to go to meditation, another Pramanam, another knowledge derived through any other Pramanam also will be unreliable. That is also another Pramanam, that is also another knowledge, that is also unreliable. Why? That Vyapti I said, Anya pramana janya jnanam. Any other pramana gives any knowledge. Na yathartha jnanam. It is not a real knowledge. Why? Pramana janyatvat. Because it is born out of pramana. It is born out of meditation. Visesha jnanam also born out of meditation according to you, the Purvapakshi. Mahavakya pramana janya jnanavat. Just like my Mahavakya Jnanam, you are not relying upon that. So, your Pramanam, meditation knowledge also, Visesha Jnanam also, not reliable. Pramana Janyatvat. This is the Vyapti. So, we refute this Purvapakshi. Up to here, we saw in the last class. Now, we will go to the 119. Introduction. न च उपाधिस्थितात् वाक्यार्थान्तरं कल्पयितुं युक्तं यस्मात्. Any other message, suppose in meditation is not at all connected to the Mahavakya. You are telling it is contradicting my Anubhava. Purvapakshi is contradicting the Anubhava he is talking. Aham Sukhaswarupam, Shastra Pramana says, but my Anubhava is Dukkhaswarupam. Therefore, I want to introduce meditation. It is like contradiction like Yoshavava Gautamagnihi. Yoshavava Gautamagnihi means the woman is fire. Yosha means woman. Woman is fire. Or Purushovava Gautamagnihi. Man is fire. It is Anubhava Viruddham. This is Anubhava Viruddham. No woman can be fire. No man can be fire. That means that statement is contradicting my Anubhava. Then what it means? That statement is not talking about Jnanam. The statement is not talking about knowledge. It is talking about Upasana. You have to meditate upon woman as fire. You have to meditate upon man as fire. It is only Upasana Vakyam, natu Jnana Vakyam. It is not giving any message. It is not giving any knowledge. That is called Anubhava Viruddham. You cannot take that Vakyam is Anubhava Viruddham because it is for Upasana. It is meant for Upasana. It is not meant for Jnana. But our Mahavakyam, Tattvamasi, is meant for Jnanam. It is not Upasana Vakyam. It cannot produce knowledge. Upasana Vakyam can never produce knowledge. Even your Prasankhana, Upasana, meditation also cannot produce knowledge. Why? It is only Upasana. How can it produce knowledge? Vishesha Jnanam you are telling, it cannot. Because it contradicts your Anubhava. Therefore, I want to take this meditation. It is not correct. Why you are converting Mahavakya into meditation, Upasana Vakyam or Prasankhyanam? So, Sureshwaracharya asking, na yuktam yasmat upadhistitat. Other than the extracted message, upadanam ishtam upaditsam tasmatu upadhistitat, or intended Jivatma Paramatma Aikya Rupa Vakyam. That is the intended meaning of Tattvamasi Mahavakya, not Upasana. There is no connection, Upasana. It is the extracted message or intended message is Jivatma Paramatma Aikya Rupa Vakyam. Any other message, meditation like message, is not, that Upasana is not there at all. Therefore, he says, Upadhistitat. It is, here Upadishtam means, ishtam upadatum ishtam upadhitsitam. It is intended meaning. The message, Vakyarthat, that is the message taken by the Shastra. Upadita Vakya, upadatum ishtam. Ishtam means here ish dhatu, not yaj dhatu. Ishtam, that is desired, derived from the Mahavakya, Vakyarthat. Vakyarthantaram kalpayitum na yuktam. You are attributing another Vakyartha antaram, means different Vakyam or statement you are applying here. It is not correct. Vakyarthantaram means another Vakyam or statement prasankhyanam. Vakyarthantaram kalpayitum, to attribute or to imagine, is not yuktam, is not proper. Why it is not proper? Because yasmat, because of this following reason. Because Tattvamasi is very clear. Upadischitat means vivakshitam. It is very, very clear. That is Vakyartham. There is no another Vakyartham at all after Tattvamasi. There is no any other sadhana is given later. Therefore, you are doing kalpana, meditation kalpana. That is not na yuktam, not proper. Yasmat means because. If the Mahavakya is invalid, if this knowledge is invalid, then alone you can come to another conclusion. If this Mahavakya is not giving correct knowledge, then only you can come to Arthantara, means Vakyarthantara, means another, come to another sadhana or conclusion. But it is not so. Our Vakya is giving correct knowledge. Now, what is the reason? Yasmat, because this is because of the following reason, you are not supposed to do any addition of sadhana or any attributing another sadhana. Kalpayitum na yuktam, because of this following reason given in the shloka 119. Na chedanubhavo tasyat padartha vagatavapi kalpanam vidhyantaram tatra nahyanyortho vagamyate. Anubhavaha, ataha, therefore. Therefore means wherefore. Since there is no any other message, intended message after Tattvamasi, ataha, anubhavaha, anubhavaha means here atmajnanam anubhavaha, experience of aparoksha jnanam. Anubhavaha means these people are interested in anubhava. I want to get anubhava. And in spite of listening Shastra, when can I get anubhava? What we say? No experience is required other than understanding. Understanding is final. Experience is always there. Pujya Dayananda Swamiji always says, Atma Anubhava everyone is having all the time. Atma Anubhava, everyone knows I am, that is Atma. I is consciousness, amness is existence. Everyone is having. Nobody lacking Atma Anubhava. Everyone lacking what? Atma Jnanam. Even though you have Atma Anubhava, you do not know that is Atma Anubhava. And you are working for another Atma Anubhava. Like this Prasankhyanavadi. Anubhavaha ataha Anubhavaha means here he is talking Padartha avagatau api. Padartha means Tattvam Padartha, Tat Padartha and Asi Padartha. Mahavakyam, there are 3 padams coming there. It was Chandogya Upanishad, the 6th chapter. Anubhavat. Anubhavaha na jayate syat. You have to supply jayate. Anubhavaha na jayate syat padartha avagatau api. In spite of listening to Mahavakya, in spite of understanding Mahavakya, you are feeling that Anubhavaha na syat, na jayate, jayate you have to supply within brackets. Anubhavaha na jayate syat. If experience is not generated, in spite of understanding Tvam Padartha, Tat Padartha, Asi Padartha, Guru has explained elaborately, Na Naham Manyesu Vedeti, Nona Vedeti Vedacha, Kenopanishad says, if Brahman exists in any form, other than Sat Chit, that Brahman will be Mithya only. If anything exists other than Sat Chit, Brahman exists other than Sat Chit. Suppose anyone comes and says there is something is existing other than what? It is neither Sat nor Chit. Then we say, if that is not Sat or Chit, it must be Mithya. It must be Asat. It is unreal. So this Abhyupetyavada. Then Tatra Vidyantaram Kalpyam. Tatra means when both, that Tatra means then alone. When this Mahavakya, after understanding also you don't get any Anubhava, that experience, then alone you have to, if this is not a valid knowledge, suppose what my Mahavakya giving avagatav api padartha jnanam, if it is not a valid knowledge to you, is not that Anubhava is not generated, this valid pramanam is not generated to you, suppose it has generated, but you are not accepting it as final. So what is your problem? Your problem is that then alone you can Vidyantaram Kalpyam, introduce new sadhana. Vidyantaram means another vidhi. Upasanam kuryat. Kalpyam, introduce new sadhana called meditation. But so you are telling Anubhava is not coming, Ananda Anubhava is not coming. Can you say your meditation can remove sorrow from the mind? Can your meditation make your mind happy? Tell me, is there a guarantee? No, your meditation is not going to convert your sorrowful mind into happy mind. So anyhow in meditation also your Anubhava is what? Dukkham only. Therefore, what is the use of that? Anya artham avagamyate na avagamyate. Ardhantaram nahi anyaha arthaha avagamyate. No meditation is, or no prasankhyanam message is available. After Tattvamasi, no prasankhyanam message is available. Nahi anya arthaha avagamyate. No other message is given after Mahavakyam, or other than Mahavakyam there is no any message, then how can you get? That means there is something wrong with you. I will tell you how you have to apply this Mahavakya. You have not correctly done this Mahavakya. Application is very important. The methodology is very important. I will tell you what is that. Now 120 and 121, he is going to show that how this is possible. So what is the essence of this 119? If you don't get any anubhava, what you are experiencing after understanding Mahavakya also, then you can introduce another sadhana. But that type of sadhana is not mentioned after Tattvamasi. Tattvamasi, 9 times having said Uddalaka to Svetaketu, you go and sit meditation, he didn't say. After Tattvamasi, he didn't ask Svetaketu to do meditation. Why you are introducing na arthaha avagamyate anyaha arthaha? There is no any other message is given. Na avagamyate, we are not finding any other sadhana. That means what? Aprasaktasya prasaktihi. You are doing, introducing what is not said in Shastra. You are introducing aprasaktasya prasaktihi. Non-intended meditation you are intending here. That is the meaning. Or prasaktasya pratishedha. Mahavakya is prasaktasya. You are doing pratishedha of that because you are telling it is invalid. Prasaktasya pratishedha is a dosha. Aprasaktasya prasakti is also a dosha. What is dosha? Telling, introducing that what is not intended. You are introducing, that is meditation, is a dosha. And Mahavakya has given right knowledge to you, but you are invalidating, not validating. Prasaktasya pratishedha. Both are doshas only. Including meditation is one dosha. Not validating Mahavakya is another dosha. 2 doshas you are doing, my dear Purvapakshi. Now, in this shloka 120-121, he is giving the methodology. You might have done something wrong step in mathematics. When we are doing lot of steps, suppose one step goes wrong, next step also goes wrong, next step, then answer comes what? Right answer or wrong answer? Wrong answer. So Sureshwara Acharya telling you might have done some wrong step somewhere. That is why your answer conclusion is also wrong. Now I will tell you how to do this mathematics sum. It is like a sum only, mathematics sum only. So sum means SOME sum, SUM sum. Okay, some has gone wrong. Like that your nyaya, that means methodology, I will tell you. न च यथाभिमतो अर्थो यथोक्तेन न्यायेन नावसीयते कोऽसौ न्यायः इति आह. यथा अभिमतः अर्थः. That means the meaning you have to kept the tatpada and tattvam pada artha. Yathartha means Exactly, you have to do the distinction. You have to keep those words Tvampada and Tatpada in your mind properly. That is Vakyartha, Vachyartha, primary meaning, and Lakshyartha, secondary meaning. Vachyartha can never gel with Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Ananda Swarupaha. In Vachyartha, it won't work. I word has got Vachyartha and Lakshyartha. In Vachyartha, Aham, Ahankara is Dukkha Swarupam. It has got gradation. Priya, Moda, Pramoda. In Ahankara, I, lower I, Vachyartha I, you are taking. I am talking about Lakshyartha I, not mind body complex I, Ahankara I, but Shariratraya Vilakshana Sakshi Atma I am talking. That is Paramarthika Satyam. That is Chaitanyam. Lakshyartha Aham only Chaitanyam. Vachyartha Aham cannot be Chaitanyam. Vachyartha Aham is Shariram, Manas, Indriya, Buddhi. You are making use of Vachyartha Aham to understand the Lakshyartha Aham. That is implied meaning. You have to distinct between this I and that I. Yatha abhimataha arthaha. This intended message of Mahavakya. I don't require any meditation. If the intended message of Mahavakya, Lakshyartha, if I understand, meditation don't require either for jnanam or for moksha. Meditation is not required. Yatha abhimataha arthaha. Exactly that Vachyartha you drop and Lakshyartha you take. No need of meditation. Meditation neither it gives jnanam nor moksha. Why you are talking about that? Therefore, yathoktena nyayena avasiyate. Ava plus so dhatu means nischiyate. Yathoktena nyayena. Just as I said, nyaya means methodology, the technique is established. Nischiyate, avasiyate means nischiyate, he puts in a double negative. I am ever free by applying proper methodology. You understand, you come to conclusion that I am ever free by applying what? Proper methodology. Otherwise you cannot come to that conclusion. You want to do some other practice to get Sukha Anubhava. Sukha Anubhava, Anubhavananda is Koshananda. If you want to get Anubhava, it is Anubhavananda is a Koshananda. It is born out of some body, mind, complex sense organs, contact with the sense object. Any Anubhavananda. Atmananda is not Anubhavananda. Atmananda is my Swarupam. You don't require any Anubhava. Therefore, na avasiyate iti na. Double negative. It is not that. It is not that is. It is not that it is proper. It is not that it is not proper. That means in double negative. Na avasiyate iti na. It is not that it has given nischaya jnanam. It is not that it has not given nischaya jnanam. What? If you apply proper methodology, there is no question of not giving right knowledge. That means what? It gives right knowledge. Somewhere you have gone wrong. What is that nyaya? Kaha asau, kosau, Nyayaha iti. Suppose you ask, what is that methodology? If you ask, I will tell you. That is, iti. What is that proper methodology? We have to remember. That methodology I will tell you. That is what? Don't do what is doable. Don't do what is not doable. Swamiji says, Paramarthananda Swami. Do what is doable. Don't do what is not doable. That means what? Do what is doable means apply Mahavakya proper methodology, you apply. That is doable. Don't do what is not doable. Don't do meditation, prasankhyanam. That is not required. It is not doable. So don't waste your time. Then two slokas I'll read together. What is that methodology given here? नामादिभ्यो निराकृत्य त्वमर्थं निष्परिग्रहः निःस्पृहो युष्मदर्थेभ्यः शमादिविधिचोदितः भङ्क्त्वा चान्नमयादिंस्तान् पञ्चानात्मतयार्गलान् अहं ब्रह्मेति वाक्यार्थं वेत्ति चेन्नार्थ इहया. Now Sureshwaracharya quoting from Chandogya Upanishad, the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. First, Namadibhyaha means Upanishad has given a lot of sadhanas how to make yourself adhikari. First, one has to become adhikari to get knowledge. In spite of qualified guru teachers, if you are not a adhikari, nothing will work out. Okay, what are those? Acharya says 14 upasanas are given in Chandogya Upanishad. They are prescribed. 14 from Nama onwards up to Prana Pariyantam. Nama, Manaha, Mana Upasana, Vijnana Upasana, Asha Upasana, like that 14 comes in Chandogya Upanishad, 7th chapter, Bhuma Vidya. Shifting from Anatma to Atma gradually. Nama means name. From Sthula to Sukshma, gross to subtle. Prana is subtlest. From Nama Rupa onwards, you have to go interior, more interior, gradually. Anatma, Sthula Anatma to Sukshma Anatma to, then Karana Anatma to, then go to Atma. That is prescribed upasana, prescribable upasanas. These are all good actually. Atmanam vivikta adhigamya. So that mantra runs like that. You have to separate Atma from all these anatmas. Nirakritya. Nirakritya means segregating or separating. Intellectually, physically you cannot separate. All this, what are evolved, Sthula, Sukshma, Karana, you cannot physically separate. Intellectually segregate. Tvamartham, that means Tvampada Artham. Nirakritya means the giving up ahankara and mamakara. Tvamartham means vachyartha. Tvamartham means Tvampada, in that vachyartha nirakritya. Do upasana. After doing upasana from gross to grosser to gross to subtle, subtle to subtler, subtler to subtlest, then causal level you go beyond all these anatmas. After segregating nirakritya tvamartham tvam-pada artham, giving up ahankara and mamakara, means vachyartha. Aham mama, I and mine, I and mineness, I-ness and mineness, ego and belonging, mineness, mamakara, which belongs to vachyartha I. Pancha anatmas, you can say. Pancha anatmas means possession, profession, family, body, mind. All pancha anatmas you have to drop. If you drop, then what will happen? You can, that liberation is possible, that's all. Liberation is possible. Drop means abhimana dropping, ownership dropping. By God's grace, everything is given by God. I am the trustee. Say like that. Don't claim ownership. My son, my daughter, my house, my land, my property. Why that abhimana? Nothing belongs to you, really speaking. But human being mind is what? Mindness. M-I-N-E-S-S. Mindness. This is belong to me, that is belong to me. Like that. Itself, that mamakara, ahankara dropping itself is 50% solution. Over. Liberation is possible. But I commentator says, Kshetra putradi parigraha rahitaha. He says, Nispruhaha, Nishparigraha means Kshetra, land, or house, land, etc. Putra, Putra, Putri. Okay. Adi Padat, Pashu, cat, dog, cow, etc. etc. Parigraha rahitaha. I don't have anything. Drop. More possession, more. Less luggage, more comfort to Swamini. Everybody knows. But how many people are implementing? That is the question. If you have less luggage, you are more comfortable. More luggage, more uncomfortable. So, nishparigraha, dropping all anatmas, pancha anatmas. So, you can say nispruhaha means ishmadardhebhyaha. Ishmadardhebhyaha nispruhaha. Detach from possession, obligation, relation, transaction. Detach from possessions, obligations, relations, transactions. These are all Paramarthananda Swami says port reduction. Port reduction, special prayers reduction. For Loka Sangraha, for Loka Kshema you pray, your children also included. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu prayer. My son also Sukhino Bhavantu. You doesn't require. But people do not know. Tanu manu sabu kuchi tera anar bhajan. Every day he sings that. Tanu manu dhanu sabu kuchi tera anar. Today he sang, he has already given. But tomorrow he sings the same thing. Already you have given yesterday. Then what is there to give next day to the Lord? But this person sings the same song, Tanu manu sabu kuchi tera, decades together. Not understanding the meaning. That's all. Ishmadarthebhyaha nispruhaha. From your possessions, tvamartha means ahankara mamakara. Ishmadartha means whatever you possess, that you have to give up. This is the first methodology you have to give up. Namadibhyaha nirakritya means anatma nirakritya. Tvamartham nishparigraha, having given up that ahankara and mamakara. Yushmadarthebhyaha nispruhaha, and detached with all your kshetra, putra, etc. Shamadhi Vidhi Choditaha. This is from Brihadaranyaka. Shariraka Brahmanam 4:4-23. Mantra Tasmat evam vit shantaha dantaha uparatihi titukshuhu shamadhi Shama samahito bhutva atmani eva atmanam pashyati sarvam atmanam pashyati shariraka brahmanam. So, anatma dehabhimanam you have dropped. Anatma deha abhimanam you have to drop. Then Taittiriya Upanishad says, next shloka, 5 koshas. What it says, Annamayadin tan bhangtva, bhanj dhatu. 7th conjugation. Parasmaipadi. Bhangtva means having. Tvantam avyayam. Going beyond. Bhangtva means going beyond. What? 5 anatmas. Again, another 5 anatmas. Annamayadin. Annamaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, manomaya kosha, vijnanamaya kosha, anandamaya kosha, all koshas anatmataya. They're all vacharambhanam vikaro namadheyam. Anatmataya means anatmatva nishchayaha. Number 1. Then karyatva nishchayaha. All 5 koshas are products. Karyatva nishchaya. Number 3, they are mithyatva nishchaya. They are all false. Then koshatva nishchaya. They are all come under kosha, a layers, one by one. Then nama rupatva nishchaya. They are only nama and rupa. They are mithya. Then pravilapanam. You have to do. What are all they? Anatmatva nishchayaha, number 1. Karyatva nishchayaha, number 2. Koshatva nishchayaha, number 3. Then nama rupatva nishchayaha, number 4. Then mithyatva nishchayaha, falsification, number 5. Then pravilapanam. One has to merge into the other. That is the way you have to do. Argalan means pratibandhan. These are all pratibandhas, like a bolt. Then door is closed with a bolt. You cannot enter the hall or room. Pancha anatmataya argalan. These pancha anatmas, annamaya koshas, etc. Pancha anatmas, ahankara, mamakara, possession and body mind, all of them pancha anatmataya argalan. They are like pratibandhas. You have to drop. Then what you have to do? Aham brahma iti vakyartham with. It is easy for that person to know aham brahma, the meaning of that sentence. What is the sentence? Tatvamasi. What are the padams are there? Tvamartham, tatpadartham, tvampada artham and asipada artham. 3 put together vakyartham. So sentential meaning. You understand what? Aham brahma iti. Veti chet. Na artha ihaya. There is no any other further. Iha means here any other separate practice. Prasankhyanam. Akaranta strilingaha. Iha. There is no any necessity of separate meditation practice. This is the meaning of Anyontara Atma Pranamaya, Anyontara Atma Manomaya, Anyontara Atma Vijnanamaya, Anyontara Atma, like that. Te Shatam Manusha Anandaha, Shrotriyasya Cha Kamaha Tasya, Devgandharvananda, Manushya Gandharvananda, All of them are having gradation. Taittiriya Upanishad, Brahmanandavalli, so Ananda Mimamsa Visa, and Panchakosha Viveka Visa, all these are beautifully given in two slokas. You see how beautifully presented these slokas, two slokas, worth remembering. Worth, if at all you want to do contemplation, meditate, contemplate like this. So do meditation and dropping. Meditation means what? Dropping the anatma abhimanam. Meditation is meant to drop deha abhimana. Tvamartham nishparigraha. Ahankara mamikara, you have to, nishparigraha means you have to drop. Na parigraha. Nirgataha. Parigraha means possession, possessing. Nishparigraha means non-possessing. Tvamartham means vachyartha ahankara mamakara. Nispruhaha ishmadarthebhyaha. From the possessions of all kshetra, putra, pasu, all griha, etc. Nispruhaha. Nispruhaha means so what? All are temporary. I am not attached to any one of them. Then shama, dhamma, mind control, sense control, titiksha. These are all very, very, very important. We saw in Tattva Bodha, long ago, Swamini. These are all said in Brihadaranyaka. So, Tattva Bodha is nothing but borrowed from Brihadaranyaka, Taittiriya Upanishad. What is Tattva Bodha? All are technical terms. There all are technical terms of Vedanta to teach borrowed from the Upanishad. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Taittiriya Upanishad, Chandogya Upanishad, all big Upanishads, you see. So, Shama, Shamadi Vidhi Choditaha. That Choditaha is very important. Prescribed. Mind control is prescribed. Sense, Shama is, Dhamma is prescribed. Adipadat, Dhamma, Shama means mind control, Dhamma means sense organs control, Titiksha means tolerance, patience, Samahitaha means with absorbed mind, with focused mind, Bhutva, having become qualified in this manner, whatever prescribed by Brihadaranyaka Upanishad Shariraka Brahmanam, one of the most important Brahmanam, that is. That Brahman. These are all methodologies. Now, if at all you have any difficulty, follow this methodology. Do meditation, Namadibhya, Annamaya Kosha, Nama, Rupa, drop. Again go to Pranamaya Kosha, you can feel the prana. That also you drop, that feeling you drop. That means going beyond your mind attachment from gross to grosser to grossest to gross to grosser to gross. Okay, subtle, subtler, subtlest. Like that, one by one you drop. If at all you want to do meditation, do this meditation. Not after Shravanam of Mahavakya. Before Shravanam of Mahavakya, you are supposed to do, this is prescribed by Prajapati, Bhumavidya, Sanakasa Nandana. Sanat Kumara taught to Narada. Narada said, I have studied this and that 64 kalas I have done. Annar. Okay, enough of qualifications. So sit down, I will tell you how to do meditation. Annar. If at all you want to do Bhuma Vidya alone come after this. Before Mahavakyam, you have to do meditation. Namadibhyaha, do meditation. Nirakritya, having, Nirakritya means going beyond. Nirakritya means eliminating them or rejecting them as anatma. Therefore, These are very, very important shlokas because Upanishadic statements. So, Namadibhyaha is Chandogya, Shamadhi Vidhichoditaha is Brihadaranyaka, Annamayadin Tan Bhangtva is Taittiriyopanishad. So, Vakyartham Veti Aham Brahma iti. How beautiful shlokas. I like these shlokas. I hope you also like it. There is no na artha ihaya, not for any other meditation. If at all you want to do contemplation, nididhyasana is only to you can call mind, you have to mindset change. So Vedanta is challenged by so many powers. Advaita Vedanta is challenged. You have to get through these methodologies. Vakyartha you drop, Vachyartha you drop, take Lakshartha. To take Lakshartha, you must be qualified in this manner. This is the methodology. More in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.